Hey there friends, my name is Jessica Sarah and I'm going to teach you how to muscle test. I have two ways that I like to do this, and that is through the sway or the lean, which is with your whole body, and then the second way is to use a pendulum, okay? There are a few different things that I highly suggest that I have learned through the years of doing this, and then also through some of my naturopath friends and mentors that will get you more of an accurate response. All right, so some of the things that you can muscle test are supplements, oils, decisions, anything that you're curious about getting a good read on whether or not it is good for you. So the very first thing I'm going to teach you is the sway or the lean, okay? The very important part when you're asking these questions is to actually not ask a question. It's to make a statement, okay? So you want to do it with a certain truth and then also a certain falseness, okay? To make sure that your body is reacting in reality. When I do the lean test, I take my hands, I put them in front of me. You could do it like this, you can do it like this, you can kind of do the prayer, open hands, and put the idea in my hand. I think visualization is huge, and so I visualize whatever it is that I'm asking in my hand. You could also write it down on a piece of paper if you're more of a concrete thinker, and put that piece of paper in your hand. And so, okay, so I'm just going to relax my body. And is my name Jessica? Okay, see that? Feel it? So that is a yes, okay? My body is just falling forward. If your body falls forward, that means yes, it's attracted to that idea. If your body goes back, it means no, okay? So that's not right for me. All right, I close my eyes so that I can just relax, and it helps me do the fall and sway easier, or the lean test, okay? So, is my name Jennifer? No. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see that really, really well, but the answer is no. I go back and I do a little sway coming back to straight balance. Okay. Now, have I been called Jennifer many, many times? Oh, yes. Okay. That's like the name people think I should have been called. So you want to ask in both ways. And so now I'm going to ask for another obvious truth. Is my birthday in September? Okay, so sometimes you will feel like a little whoop, and that is when you are not certain on what your question is, okay? So, or you're not being bold with it, okay? So you want to really be solid on what you're asking. My birthday is in September. True. My birthday is in November. Correct. False, so I fell backwards, okay? When you're using a pendulum, and you can ask anything, right? When you're using a pendulum, you are going to hold it in front of your heart. So I'm gonna move this camera a little bit. I'm actually gonna sit down so you guys can see. I'm really just using a citrine point on a necklace, okay? And I'm going to, again, back this camera up, sorry about that. I am going to hold this in front of my heart center, heart area. Let's see, holy moly. All right, here we go. Okay, you want to firmly plant your feet on the ground whether you're standing or you're sitting. And oftentimes there will be a lot of energy going on. And so this bugger will swirl around and around and around, okay? I highly recommend that you wait until it stops and gets all the energy kind of cleared out, okay? So we just wait. Breathe, relax, and wait. If any time you're getting a weak response, you need to make sure that you're really well hydrated, because water is a conduit of electricity. Okay, so I would say that's pretty still. okay? Obviously, when I slightly move, it's going to move. All right, so when using a pendulum, after it's still, I am going to tell it to show me yes. Okay, you guys see that? I hold my hand under it. My hand is here. Okay? I hold it in front of my heart, and I'm telling it to tell me yes. Yes is this way from my body. Okay? So it's out. All right? Tell me no. See that shift? See that change? I'm not even moving. So that is left to right, and that is a no response. Okay? How does it work? I don't know. It's just energetics, right? Physics. Okay. So I am 39 years old. That is a yes response. Do you see that? And I am 39. I am 42 years old. See that? That is also a correct response for my pendulum. So now that it's totally lined up with what is truth and false, then I can ask it another question. And I might want to ask it if I'm supposed to be doing a keto diet right now. Is it for my highest good to do a keto diet? That is a yes. Okay. Is it in my highest good to do less than 30 grams of carbohydrates a day? No. Okay, so now I'm going to narrow it down. Is it in my highest good to do less than 20 grams a day of carbohydrates? Yes. Okay, so that's 20 grams of carbohydrates a day. Now I'm going to ask another question. Is it in my highest good to only eat 20 grams of carbohydrates a day? Okay, yes. All right. So that's my magic number right now. All right, my next question would be about protein, just because this is something that I'm wondering about. So is it in my highest good to eat minimum of 100 grams of protein a day? Yes. Is it in my highest good to eat over 120 grams a day of protein? Yes. Do you see how strong that response is? I am not moving, okay? So absolutely. So I'm going to continue going. Is it in my highest interest to eat over 150 grams of protein a day? Yes. Is it in my highest interest, okay, now I'm going to ask something different, to incorporate more salt in my diet daily? Yes, okay, which I already know that that's also very important for a ketogenic diet. Is it in my best interest to eat minimum of 2 teaspoons of salt a day? No. Okay. Is it in my highest best interest to eat a minimum of 3 teaspoons of salt a day? No. Is it in my best interest to eat a minimum of 1 teaspoon of salt a day? Yes. Okay, so I need 1 teaspoon of salt, over 150 grams of protein, and less than 20 carbs. Now, that's how I figure out what my body needs for my highest interest on a ketogenic diet. Any questions?